It's my first poetry night, so hold your tomatoes. My name's Connor. I'm going to be reading some French Alexandrine because I've been studying French lately and it's the only thing I came prepared with. This one's called Under the Banner of Unity. L'appel à l'unité, mais sous quelle bannière? Nous sommes so pauvres, mais notre plan entier. C'est plein si vous n'êtes pas le même que nous. Dans nos autres idéaux, les tiens sont fous. This one's called Foolish Love. Elle renonce à l'amour après la guerre. Ses amis qu'elle aimait, qu'elle fait en terre. Elle s'est bâtie pour ça, l'amour de tout. Des pays, des peuples, l'amour est fou. This one's called Clippings of Hamlet. Les selles de l'âme injuste, les chagrins obscurs, cette lettre, les beaux plans, et rend un terme élu. Le funéral d'un père, le mariage d'une mère, des actes répréhensibles de prison et commerce. And this one's just a lazy Sunday afternoon. Allonge ta cigarette, on a le temps, tout le monde s'est pressé, on reste toujours à bousculer pour qui un autre poste. J'aime être ici, on se bouge, comme prêt. Empty or full, it's all overwhelming. And if you hate France, meet me out back. Réalité est vide, donc on la remplit. Le vide est vide, on est souci. Les choses de la vie est plein, on est plein de choses de voler avec. Hein? I got a couple more. The Olympic Games. La grande cérémonie, c'est magnifique. La ville des Lumières, c'est honorifique. La piste est prête et aussi la musique. L'oreille à les joues historiques. The Sharpshooter. Le tireur d'élite, le tireur, elle a la main fraîche, la montateur. Pas trop de mots, il y a la cible, une coupe de fou, un rêve de cible. And I'll just leave you with one more. Le fantôme de la nuit, c'est le souci au cela, c'est la référence, celui-ci ne voit pas. Où on ne le voit où, c'est lui qui fait bruit. Le bruit est menaçant, les fantômes de la nuit. Thank you.
Trying to shake these demons up off of you. If you don't change, you stay the same. Day by day, nothing changes, yet we wake up and everything's changed. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting wiser. I'm a razor, cutting drama. I'm going harder. I'm going farther. I'm a taser, electrify it. Baby steps where I'm crawling since a toddler trying to prosper. Get rich or die trying it, blind by what the hood has to offer. We live in a new age where graves are dug every day. But what can I say? It's a shame when they're shooting at football games. Stressful levels raised to the point I'm growing graves. I hop on airplanes to get away, and I just pray for better days. At my feet, they lay. What? Those problems. But I step over them every day. What? Those obstacles. Lately, my mom been tripping, I need to blow. And all that shit that weighs you down, you gotta learn to let it go. I get ghosts to clear my mind, cause lately I've been laying low. I'm introverted, there's nothing wrong. But sometimes I need to be left alone. See, I recall a time that humbles me. I was trapped, no vision at all. The only thing that separated me from freedom was them laws and them walls. They say blood is thicker than water, but so is mud. I was in them streets tough, banging, throwing up bloods, infatuated with a lifestyle until I found out what it really was. Not brotherly love over oppression and destruction. Black on black violence, we shoot each other like it's nothing. Blue on black violence, police killed and we riot. We're protesting without demands. Do we even know why we fighting? Closed lips in a generation with no leadership or guidance. Youngsters wearing gloves and masks before we ever knew about a virus. The shine we crave thrives from the darkness inside of us. It makes you wonder what it is that made them people despise us. Life's too short, breathe deep. You gotta make up your mind on who you really want to be. Either you work for yourself or you build someone else's dream. Do you want success more than you want sleep? Do you want success more than you want to eat? Do you want success more than you want to get treated? Keep them feet moving. And one day you'll see that inside you'll find all you need. You just have to believe. R.I.P. Brianna. R.I.P. Black Mama. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. to my mama. See, I was looking in the crowd. I could see the pain in your eyes. But I wrote this all for everybody that's listening. For all the youth out there, for everybody that's fighting injustice, for everybody that has somebody murdered, for anybody that's been locked up in a system. It don't matter what you're going through. Sometimes you gotta go through it to get to it. Keep them feet moving, and one day you'll see that you have everything you need already. Just believe. Thank you.
Thank you for the contribution to my presence. You are all a gift, present. Because within the last few years, I felt like the Pharaoh of Egypt, plague, famine, war, death of a child, and all the while expecting to continue to have a smile. Most days, my light is dwindling, and I often ask God, why should I, a man that appeals to no one's mind's eye, have survived? And without an answer, I'm still hanging on barely alive, waiting for the goosebumps to come across so that I can connect the synapses that are disconnected within my head. Hell, I died for 43 seconds the other night in my bed. I woke up in a frantic pace, wondering why I couldn't feel my legs. Everything to glitter ain't gold. And I know when you look at me, you don't see that, but truth be told, that's just the way that it's been for me for these last 39 years that I've been on this planet. It's never been easy. I'm a former addict.
Speak, poet.
Health, never been my thing. Dietary and meditation sends me into this purgatory where anything that I've done that wasn't for me made me feel alive. I've spent a week alone in my home waiting for someone to stop by so that I could see them eye to eye. Just too antisocial for the media to be able to take a picture of me in public. Anxiety eruptions. But I can still feel the presence of God in the room to keep me calm. Make no mistake, I'm breathing. And I'm getting from point A to point A. But my words and the experience that I'm dreaming, early morning screaming from the PTSD, you would have thought that I fought in Afghanistan. I was never an emotional man. And still, I recognize that maybe I am. Shit, I confuse me too. Regulating and disassociating from everything else, even in conversation. I'm generally more concerned for others than I am for myself. Because there ain't no saving me. I'm at the shores of Kansas, waiting for the tide, hoping that it rolls in slowly because I'm just barely alive. And so, because I'm not a poet, I'm actually a songwriter. I'm going to have Scott play a song that I've recently recorded with a good friend of mine. And I'm going to try to sing with it. Y'all bear with me. It's a heartbreak song. So.
Oh Lord, where's the tissues?
I'm trying to say my things. I know you were gone with me. I'm the girl. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm making the same mistakes. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm making the same mistakes. Ain't no way. You said I would never be alone. Gave my love, yours never really shown. Wish my heart would skip, cause it's here on repeat. We know why the story goes untold. Live my life, don't care about a score. All my fault cause I couldn't move my feet. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm making the same mistakes. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm making the same mistakes. Ain't no way. I've been repeating cycles of my life, and when I'm looking back over the times that I spent wasting mine, I've learned some lessons, but I'm wondering how I'll know. Through all of these tests and times I've gone, I've run myself in circles for miles and miles, but no more. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm making the same mistakes. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm making the same mistakes. Ain't no way.
I don't typically do the poetry thing, but they had me come out here, so we gotta treat it kind of like a hip-hop show. So I want to test the crowd here. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! Can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! Watch your mouth, jeez. Can I speak what's on my mind?
Hell yeah!
Let me tell you what's on my mind here. See, my monumental mind makes minds mental. Maze ever so severe seems sentimental. So quirky, quite quintessential. Cue disarrest, and that's detrimental. Illuminated, literated allegories that are influential with the style that is so impeccable, so indispensable, yet so damn incredible, yet so despicable. Like, how is he so damn lyrical? Maybe it was at a young age, where kids thought I was strange and deranged. With life caught up in a maze, I'm so amazed that I came out okay. But leave it as it may, I've never been the same. Ever since I became a factor in this rap game, many things have changed. While staying focused, what I made, never said but what I thought was the way. Whether it was right, or was it plight or dismay. That's my monumental mental. What y'all think? Okay, we got a golf clap. Okay, guys. Alright. Alright, I'll go another one for you. Let's see if you like this one. This is how it feels to be in the limelight. So, let me give a little bit more. Do you mind? Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! Okay, alright. Heck yes, okay, nice. See, they always ask what's life in the limelight. Well, it's alright if your rhyme's tight. It's a harsh game of life, and it play right. Makes you harness your skills on the mic like this your last chance to keep the crowd hype. If you give it your all, then you never fall, right? But that's just me, because the industry, if you let it, will eat you alive, push you aside. Plus my skills been embedded, so I never sweated, never second guess of my own transgression. This game is my possession, so get you gone with your transgressions. Be gone along with your ego view perception. I refuse to be circumference and deception. Yeah, the limelight's nice, but it's just another misconception. All right, we got a better clap there. All right, some snaps, all right. I got one more for you. Can I do that? Yeah. All right, let's try it again. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah. All right, damn. Stop cursing at me. Jeez. See, this new rap wave, it's making me nauseous. It's obnoxious. Everything I'm hearing straight garbage. So regardless of the fame and upcoming artists, let's be honest. Everything you send in flames, somebody already sparked it. It's been tarnished. And every line that you write's already been seen in the market. It's like Target. So you really miss your mark, kid. It's been exhausted. You must be lost, kid, if you're thinking of hitting the really big, but really you miss your target. So now you got the cloudy view like a piece of parchment. So whenever you recycle the lines written by other guys, it doesn't make you next in line for the best of the rhymes. Instead, it gets you pushed aside. For the real artists take the time to find their lines. You're just a whack trick plagiarist, and like a penmanship, you need to seek a therapist. It's crazy to think we could coexist. Greatest ever done this shit. Shout out to the real MCs. See what I see and believe in this. My name is Nick Gibbs from the 316, just a Wichita kid who spits quick, all right? You could just Google Nick Gibbs or nickgibbs316.com and check out my music. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Simply Singular.
The things I do for love. I look outside, I see the clouds rising. I talk to God about my provision to see my intuition. Looking at the intellectual, I had to grab from a different mind to understand. And this is what I do. And when I'm talking about my life, I talk about a lot of things, and I'm speaking to you. You see, when I talk about life, I look for clarity. I went from mountains like Mufasa, like Musimba. When I'm talking about a lot of things with a scar on my face, just understand how I really feel when I have the scar just to blame. But looking at me matching my pain. A lot of things I went through. I went through hospital beds, popping pills. I went through a lot of things that couldn't ease my mind. I asked my mama, why you put me in this earth if you couldn't fuck with my daddy? Why you blame me with the scars? Why you put me in this nanny? It's really crazy how it is, and when I'm looking at this stage, I understand how it is, but I feel like I'm enraged. Turning different pages and looking for the ages. And every time I try to make my life better, someone try to knock me down. And I said, nah, I'm a still weather. I went from getting my GED. I went from traveling the world. I went from trying to be like Martin Luther King with a dream to everything that's in the world. You gotta understand so how I really feel when I have a plan. You gotta see when I match a spirit from a different art. My different stories when I come in. You gotta understand how I really feel when I'm on a mic and when I'm in. But just understand, that's just my plan. Okay. All right. Okay. So.
Thank you. You got it right here.
Okay. All right. So this is that was my phone call. It's called Luca. Huh? This one's called Price of Love. What is love if you owe me something bigger than the both of us? No more games or petty fights for the love you claim to have for me. Because that price costing my sanity, forcing me to question my physical. How can I heal when I must pay a price for love just to get a hug at the earthly finish line? All I was ever told was that I'll never make it, that I'll never break the walls, and that the poverty built inside my head. And that really broke my heart. Price of love, you know? No, not right now. You look at your mother, and she tell you that you're the worst creation that she ever had. The price of love is when you look at that scar that you got cut from the ground and didn't even say sorry to you. The price of love is when you look at your family and you wonder, like, am I really gonna make it? Or I'm just gonna be another person or another addict or something that's on the street that don't even matter. So, what is the price of love? I look to the sun for love because it sheds light on me without anything in return, no doubt. I look at the clouds for purpose, and I look at life as a different meaning. That's the price of love, right? Price of love is like Dr. Jericho and Mr. Hyde. Like, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like flipping a 50-50 coin, and you just never know what side you integrate with. The price of love is something different, you know? It's like when you love someone, you know, it's like you want to hug, and you just want to tell them that you love you, that you can make it, that you can be free, that you can make it somewhere and succeed. The price of love is something I believe that it can be twisted even with greed. You can be greedy for love and just be blinded by how you pushing over other people so you can succeed. That's the price of love, right? Amen.
I can't fool myself, I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love and fancy. There's not a minute, hour, day or night I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my days dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, my love, yeah. 1,000 kisses from you never was too much, yeah. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love, yeah. A million days in your arms is never too much, yeah. And I just don't wanna stop too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. You know, if y'all feel like getting up and dancing too, that's alright. What do you feel like? Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late, the boss is so demanding. Opened up the door, to my surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle for another dollar? I'd rather be with you, cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad I am winning. We've come a long way, this is only the beginning. Oh, my love, yeah. 1,000 kisses from you never was too much, yeah. I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love, yeah. A million days in your arms is never, never. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love, yeah. A million days in your arms is never, never. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love, yeah. A million days in your arms is never too much. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love. With every passing moment, of you run through my head. Every time I'm near you, I realize that you're heaven sent. I think you're truly something special. Just what my dreams are really made of. Let's stay together, you and me, girl. There's no one like you around, no one like you around, babe. Oh, 'cause I really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. Really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into. Might be the way that you hold me. Could be the things that you say. Oh, I'm not too sure what it is, girl, but I know I like feeling this way. Oh no, I think you're truly something special. Just what my dreams are really made of. Let's stay together, you and me, girl. There's no one like you around. Really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. Really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. What I feel when I'm with you. You're a dream come true. Don't you ever leave my side. 'Cause it feels so right. 'Cause I really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. Really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. I'm so into you. Yeah. I'm so into you. Feel free to get up on this next. Y'all know about the Zydeco bounce? Everywhere I go, the people from coast to coast, when they hear from Louisiana, they want to know about the Zydeco. Everywhere I go, the people from coast to coast, when they hear from Louisiana, they want to know about Zydeco. Hey, they want to know. They want to know. They want to know. They want to know about Zydeco. They want to know. They want to know. about this how to go bounce. Even when I tell them, if you're ever in the dirty South, come to Louisiana and learn about this how to go bounce. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Southern soul meets how to go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Southern soul meets how to go. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Southern soul meets how to go. Here we go. All right now. Y'all know how to do it, so I'm gonna show y'all. It's gonna tell you how to do it, but I'm gonna show y'all. But y'all have to do it with me though.
Pregnant woman got a get on y'all. We got play with it.
It's gonna say right, 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 left, 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 either right, left, right, left, bounce, 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 bounce. Right, 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 left, 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 right, left, right, left, bounce, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, left, right, left, bounce, bounce, bounce. All right, y'all got it now. Y'all about ready to learn this? Y'all ready? You look like you ready.
Southern soul meets South Coast. So get to the dance floor, young and old.
Young and old, get to the dance floor.
GK Soul about to show you how to do it.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready?
Southern soul meets how to go. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Southern soul meets how to go. Yeah, yeah. Right, 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 left, 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 right. Go ahead. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Southern soul meets how to go. Here we go. Yes. Thank you. My name is Manuel Hutton. I'll be back. So you gotta get y'all dance feet ready.
We are youth, meaning we are light beings with a clean slate. We came to this world in its current state with no mistakes. We depend on you to feed us, to build us up and lead us. Youth are what is sown from seeds made of dust. We are black. That means we carry the burden of your enslavement, your miseducation, and your misplaced dedication. We ask of the world to repair our culture and our language, what has been stolen by white man's greed and white man's anguish. We are youth. We came to build, to take our future out of your hands, and to create of our own free will. We came to make what we want and to change what you won't. We are youth. We came to take our future because you teach youth hatred. You lead youth to not trust themselves, and you teach youth to cheat and lie, and then leave youth unsupported and hung out to dry. We are youth. We love me, and we love you, but hand us our future. And welcome to Progeny. So yes, I am a youth leader with Progeny, and I'm very happy about the work that I get to do. Y'all, we definitely need y'all to come bring your grandkids, come bring your family, come bring yourselves to our events, because we put them on for us, and we need to keep doing that. Yes, thank you. Now that was some new.
That was new shit.
I have a surprise, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no ocean, no potion fit for me or my tokens. This hurt I'm toting got my dermis open. Pass me that demotion. I feel like I broke in and ain't nobody noticed. Ain't nobody knew it would be me chosen to know this. Let's get this boat rolling after we done playing with toes and you done kissing my nose. Question me until I fold, until I know your body is more precious than gold. Your actions are always so bold. I can feel it from here that you're cold, but you won't do me dirty. You'll treat me as earthly as earth is of being. In your eyes, I wear no disguise. To your surprise, I lied. Now I can't hide. Can't wait this time. Don't waste this time. This time is yours and mine. Focus on me and my lines. I want to see the sun move the blinds. I want to see your soul, but only you know where it resides. I want to see your heart. Yet another thing I can't find. I confide in you when I'm confined and can't find the way out of my mind. I dropped a dime and I picked up a penny. Who knew brown skin looked so pretty? Even in the mirror, baby girl, get bigger. Love yourself and never be bitter. Love yourself with levels of rigor. Love yourself ever so soft and tender. Think, nobody dare contend her, cause nobody here can mend her. Nobody here can bend her. Everyone pretends that they can't comprehend her. Thank you.
Roses are red, violets are blue. This is how I used to write poetry. How does it sound to you? I then grew into similes and metaphors. I was begging Black Soul for stage scraps like a dog on all fours. Simply put, my abilities are what opened these doors. So many comments about being the only white guy on the bill. But what you don't know is I earned my place out of passion and skill, called the token white boy or the salty saltine, but I fucking worked for this shit. And they still don't understand what I mean. I wrote and I wrote and I wrote, just trying to find a good rhyme, stringent in my composition, wasting so much time exploring literary devices, trying to perfect my art. Progressing daily from the start, trying to earn that title of wordsmith, and that was my favorite part. Performing poetry permeates my personality, spitting spiritual soliloquies focusing on fixed points of infiltrating your emotions. Relating and rambling, reaching to receive your response, embracing emotions encased in the depths of my soul. Therapeutically and thoroughly theorizing my thoughts, painting pictures perfectly portraying personal, problematic perspectives, but no recognition. Until I said, fuck it. I broke my mold and I went unfiltered, providing you the rawest form of me, breaking myself down to pieces on this fucking stage just to earn my place. The only time you will hear a repeated piece is based on a request. Needless to say, I will not be outworked. I have earned every fucking stage I've touched, and fuck the validation. Hell, fuck the crowd. Throw me in an empty room and lock the door and you will still hear my words. Black Soul once told me, write your truth and forget the audience. So from here on out, I refuse to generalize my emotions just reaching for you to relate. I will not filter my thoughts or my opinions. I will blast my brain onto this mic and see what sticks. I will no longer create art for you. I refuse to fit in and I choose to stand out because after all, this is my therapy, my anti-anxiety, and my freedom. I do this shit for me. I'm gonna try not to go over my time. I got 2 more pieces left. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Hell
I was
yeah.
gonna say fuck you too, but
You can, it's fine. I'm not offended. You're every show, you've heard it all in English. So. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say does not matter because your skin tone and bank account balance has already convicted you. You have the right to an attorney. You won't need one though because I am judge, jury, and executioner. It doesn't matter if you understand these rights. I will try and scare you into admitting anything that I want to hear. I'm a member of the most powerful gang in the United States. Every other organization pales in comparison. I'm in your schools, your courts, your capitals, but most importantly, your neighborhoods. The powers that be have me monitoring your every move. I watch your children. And the less money you make, the more I make you fear, the more torment that greets you every day, and there is no escaping me. I am nationwide. And even though I may look scary, my fear is my most dangerous trait. See, I'm terrified of my own shadow, so the more that your complexion resembles it, the more my anxious finger flirts with the trigger.
Wow.
Tiptoeing and tap dancing the line between life and death. What's the worst that could happen? A paid vacation and a slap on the wrist? The only differentiating factor between us is a shiny piece of metal and my God complex, because in these streets, I am your God. So be careful when you reach for that 9mm driver's license or that AR house key. The thin blue line grows stronger every day, and from that, I draw my power. I am invincible. I am all-powerful. I am the almighty Boys in Blue. And like all bullies and tyrants, until you stand as one, this country is mine. Last one. And I only get to perform these pieces because my wife isn't here and she hates the spotlight. So, we just came over our 1-year anniversary. Thank you. We just bought our first house together. Excited. She's like, dance, monkey. Okay. Just make sure there's a donation at the end of the night. Non-profit. So this one is about my wife, and it's about the man she found versus the man she built. I'm not what I would consider to be a good man. Not a single thing about me is inherently good. I have been corrupted. I have been infiltrated and engrossed in so much pain, so much darkness, that has become the backbone that keeps me standing tall. The tragedies that have embroidered themselves into my flesh are all that stare back at me when I look in the mirror. I see a mask of a smile staring back at me, eyes twitching, shifting, almost like they're trying to escape their sockets, trying so hard to break free from their bindings, their toxicity. They are attached to a lie of happiness. My hands, worn and weathered, hardened and scarred from the times that were meant for them to just let go, to release from the life that they cling to so dearly. I search for anything that I might consider a redeeming quality. The world outside of these doors only witness the mask. A mask worn so often that it began to fuse into my flesh, but there is one person that peels back the corners and begins the healing process. My relationship is where I'm safe. She is the shelter from the storm beating down my door daily, and I'm not sure if she exactly knows what she was getting into when she wandered into my life. When the monsters that hide in my psyche come baring their teeth, she stands unwavering, like her legs were tempered steel, cemented in her confidence. She's my fallout shelter, where I can escape and rebuild, and Lord knows I just want to return the favor. Without question, she is ready for war. With those that are ending to end me, she's always victorious. I never in my life have had a partner in crime so ready for battle. She's my light, my love, my world, and I fear where I would be without her. And I'm so excited for the road that lies ahead. I love you. Thank you.
This first piece is called Angel Numbers. People search for signs and wonders. I can't help but believe God speaks to me through numbers like 1.
The number of weeks I would get to enjoy the presence of you growing before I would lose you. 2 babies that I would never get the chance to hold in my hands. 3 trips total to the hospital praying that I was overreacting, but deep down I knew something wasn't right. 4 times I questioned God's will, wondering why me. 5 nights in a row I soaked pillows after trying to convince the world that I was okay. In reality, I would do just about anything if it took this pain away. 6 weeks of gestation, when you announced your arrival week 7, you were announcing your departure. 8 years. 8 years. I was convinced I couldn't conceive. So imagine when 2 lines appeared on the pregnancy test both times, I found it hard to believe. When I realized that it was evident neither time I would make it to month 9, the joy that once rippled through my body was replaced with sadness, anger, and confusion. I wondered why I couldn't birth my children, but people who didn't want them could reproduce and then abuse them. I didn't understand. Wow. So how could I trust the process? My mental sunk so low, I was on depression meds, searching for some progress. I drank mimosas mixed with OJ and whiskey in the morning to mask my morning praying. It was all a dream and it would be over by the next morning, but it was my reality. I walked around blaming myself like I had every right to be mad at me, knowing that there was nothing I could do. Feeling like I was being punished because he didn't take 1 child, he took 2. I mean, you do the math. 2 babies never getting the chance to be held in the hands of either parent. I felt like I was going crazy and the answer became transparent. I put down the bottle, both the prescription and the poison. I sought therapy in God and he told me all I needed was to have the faith of a mustard seed. And I know a demon when I see one, so these spirits I must not feed. I was truly tested when 2 pregnancies quickly turned into 3, still 0 babies within my reach. I quickly began to question God, like, why me? And he responded, why not you? I've given you many gifts and you one of my strongest troops. So stand firm in your faith and put on this armor suit. The weapons may form but not prosper. In this fight, you're bulletproof. Everything I've done was to keep the devil from harming you. You may have felt like I was taking everything away, but my child, this was to keep you safe. I took those lives from you so that you could live another day. When 3 pregnancies quickly turned to 4, I nearly abandoned the fight, searched for any answer that would appear in my sight. The doctors ran every test they could, found nothing. After telling me we did everything we can, that's when I realized for the second time I had put my faith in the wrong hands. After all, the doctor is only practicing medicine. And it's evident that man don't have the final say. It's by the grace of God I'm still living to this day. Past pregnancies leaving me knocking on death's door twice. Nightmares or flashbacks led me to many sleepless nights. So I dropped to my knees and began to pray without cease and leaned on my husband because the Bible said he's in the midst when 2 or more agree. Looked at my situation as a blessing instead of the Most High's punishment to me, better yet, us. In due time, our prayers will be answered. In God, you just have to trust. It's not our common, but ultimately His. And if it was in His cards, we would soon bless us with kids. They say it all happens for a reason. That my time will come and then it just wasn't my season. So I trusted the process and waited patiently for my blessing. The promise came after the pain, and in the process I learned lessons. Even if it was a tough pill to swallow, it left me second guessing. So, if you can kind of piece together from that, this is my 5th pregnancy. This is my first pregnancy that's been viable to where I've made it to be able to stand and all of that. So literally all the back pain, the headaches, the late night snacking, like everything that comes with pregnancy, I've been embracing it no matter how annoying it may be. So this next piece is from my perspective of my first 4 pregnancies, dealing with the medical field. And oftentimes I perform this piece and I do it from my perspective of being a Black person sitting in the medical room. But I'd be surprised at how many other ethnicities come up to me afterwards and be like, you don't know how much your story touched me. You don't know that I have to go through this too. So this poem right here is an example of if you don't advocate for yourself, you can often just be overlooked. Like if I hadn't advocated for myself, I would have died. I stood up here on this mic April last year. Nope, the year before that. And I was supposed to go to Hawaii. The few days after that, my doctor tried to push my appointment out to a month afterwards. And I was like, no, something's not right. I don't want to do that. So I had an appointment exactly the day after leaving Simply Poetry, only to go into emergency surgery for the second time, that if I would have pushed it off like they tried to push it off, I would have been dead. So this is my piece. I call it Intake Questionnaire. Sitting in an uncomfortable ER bed, waiting the results of a salpinectomy for the second time. Being a black woman, I can't help but sit with fear, anxiousness, and several questions flooding my mind. One being, do white women ever have to question their care when visiting hospitals?
Yes.
Historically. At the hands of, experiments were done at the hands of the father of gynecology with no anesthetics. Perfected on us to be performed on white women with wealth, and they don't speak about eugenics. How they demonize black parents and claim black women birthed defective children, praised Margaret Sanger when she was really the villain. They placed Planned Parenthoods in the ghettos in attempts to kill off the village. The Negro Project exploited black stereotypes with an end goal to eradicate niggas through sterilization. Period. And doctors want us to trust them while they hand out hysterectomies like cough medication, pre and post date in 1973, falsifying documents getting you to agree to permanent sterilization, all while thinking you got an appendectomy. Question number 2. Do white women withhold information in fear that doctors will still hide the truth?
Yep.
Am I overreacting when society has perceived us as different and medicine still holds the proof as I sit in an uncomfortable ER bed, awaiting the results of a miscarriage for the second time? Being a black woman, I can't help but sit with fear, anxiousness, and several questions flooding my mind. One being, do white women fear they'll be treated like they lack knowledge and awareness? Do they fear being labeled angry and aggressive for speaking out when their doctors and nurses are being careless? I wonder if the elephant in the room would truly be addressed. And if I had the chance to speak, these are the words that would be gotten off my chest. I took a look at my charts, and the information here is incorrect. I said my pain was at an 8. You labeled it a 2, disregarded everything that I was telling you, and then labeled my ectopic pregnancy a UTI. If I would have listened to you, I would have died, and I already said that I don't want that shit, so why in the fuck do you keep trying to prescribe me birth control? You don't listen, and you're so quick to be dismissive. You almost killed me. That's twice, and you still showing no urgency in my condition. Fuck HIPAA. It's 4 pregnancies, 3 losses, 2 miscarriages, 1 ectopic, and I'm waiting the results of another, and it's crazy. I can see this woman being wheeled right past me when I had to walk to an ultrasound, clutching my stomach, knowing that I was losing my baby. Where was my wheelchair? And your doctor is so quick to speak on Alabama football. Why is he working in healthcare? I wonder if white women also have to undergo these conditions. I wonder if it's like pulling teeth for them to get their nurses and doctors to listen. And as I sit in any ER, doctor's office or clinic, being black and woman, filled with fear and anxiety, I wonder if white women also walk in these spaces, see white doctors in sigh and relief.
We agree with you.
Ms. J.
We're gonna get right into it. Is that okay?
Yes.
So on the night that Nikki died, sleep couldn't find me.
Oh boy.
I was lying on my back, staring at the ceiling through tears that wouldn't fall. My heart was aching. A fallen star had returned home. A legend that had paved many roads was gone. And I didn't know how to take it. As a believer, I know that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And that earth has no sorrow that heaven can't heal. But this one hurts. I always had dreams of meeting her. I wanted to tell her the impact that she had on my life. I wanted to tell her about the first time I met her. The first time I was introduced to her. When I read the love poems. When I heard ego tripping. I knew she was one of one. But she won't hear me say it on this side of glory. But I'll say it now. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. How y'all doing, supporters?
Yeah.
2 years ago? Yeah. 2 years ago? Alright, so the last time I was here, it was the anniversary for Simply Poetry, it was y'all birthday and stuff, right? Well, I was here and I was pregnant, but I hadn't said nothing. Didn't say nothing to nobody. And that was one of my last performances before I got off the stage, take some time off the stage. I had no idea. This week, a year ago, I get a phone call from my nurse, and the nurse is like, the doctor wants you to come in. And I'm like, right now? Like, I was getting ready to eat. I had my plate. You want me to come right now? And she's like, yeah, we need you to come on in. And so when I come in, they're like, we gotta keep you. And I was like, keep me for what? The preeclampsia had gotten so bad that my body was fighting. And at one point it became me or my daughter. And that was the scariest time that I have ever gone through, experienced in my life. I haven't really completely talked about it, but I'm getting there. So I wrote a poem about it. You want to hear it?
Yes.
I thought when I became a mother, I'd be a cross between Claire, Harriet, dark skin ain't bib, and a splash of D. I thought I'd be that mom, waking up before the rooster, having breakfast, lunch, and dinner prepared, and laundry folded by noon, 2 on a bad day. I thought I would be that mom, decorating for every season, doing viral mom hacks, that mom I fantasized about. Sometimes envy was a figment of our imagination I was running with until reality hit and it set in. I'm nothing like the mother I thought I'd be. I'm not a morning person. I do like to cook, but I can't stand doing laundry. And it's the folding that gets me. Most mornings, my kids are the only reasons for me even trying. My son is 11, and my daughter is a few weeks shy of a year old. And I ask myself all the time why I started over. But this is my testimony. Opinion based on my experience of being a mother. I'm a bad motherfucker. Both times doing labor and delivery, death met me in the room. The first time I begged them to cut me and they best not hurt me. After 27 hours, being dilated to a 6 for 3 hours, a headache that wouldn't go away, 3 pushes and a rip later, he was here. The second time I didn't have to ask. Extended hospital stay, blood draws, peeing in buckets, ultrasounds, fetal heart monitoring. It was an emergency that resulted in me saying that while you in there taking her out, take it all out. Take them tubes. Yeah. I won't have any more use for them after this, hoping that my future significant other understands the only children coming from me are the ones I already have. You don't have to ever worry about seeing me pregnant again. And that's not to say that the journey isn't beautiful, that it can't be beautiful, that there hasn't been beautiful moments. The process for me was a hard one. It was lonely. I thought when I became a mother, I'd be a cross between Claire, Harriet, dark skin ain't big, and a splash of D. But there's no director yelling cut or no writing room deciding my fate week after week. When I became a mother, I didn't get a script. I couldn't even get a table read. Wow. And I wanted to be that mom. I sometimes envied and wondered how she did it all. And you know, I still long to be that mom. I mean, I really, really, really want to be that mom. But then my son tells me I'm the best mom in the world. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess that's the mom I'm supposed to be. That's right. So, it takes a fool So I heard that love don't love nobody. It takes a fool. I thought you was different. It was supposed to be different. I had high hopes that it would be. I took my time. I evaluated, made observations, made predictions that ultimately brought me to the conclusion that after all this time, plus the work, plus the good and the bad, wouldn't amount to anything but a distant memory. A moment in time when I thought I'd finally find my happily ever after. But the story always seemed to end and then they came. When this first began, everyone had a clear understanding, and from there, it should have been smooth sailing. Because you were supposed to understand. I thought you'd understand. I mean, I had high hopes that you would. See, because you said you'd been there. Had your heart broken, wanted to love, but never quite getting hold to it. And I took a chance on you. Knowing good and well that I don't like to gamble because I don't like to lose. And this went from something that could have really been beautiful to a battlefield. And you sunk my ship. I kept landing on the chutes and never quite getting the ladder. I played the love game so well that sometimes I don't even realize I'm playing. So I wasn't in search of any of this. So when I met you, I thought you'd be different. It was supposed to be different because I had gone about it differently and you wound up not treating me any differently, and this is all too familiar for me to feel like any of this is different. Moment. Those first two pieces, I just wrote those.
No shit.
So them been in my pocket for 2 minutes. But anyway,
the Nicki one was obvious. We knew that one. We knew that one.
So I guess I can do some throwback. I can do some stuff.
It's still new shit.
What you want to hear? You said who?
I'm saying that one right.
You want to hear the bubblegum?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew you was gonna ask for it. I'm ready. I'm ready. So can I keep it honest with you? Is that okay? Can I do that? Right. All right. So you'd have thought I woke up that morning and said, you know what? I'm gonna get pregnant today. And it's gonna be by him. This motherfucker thought that he was bubblegum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? 1. Was late. 2. Responded to a random text message. 3. Time, space, and opportunity. I took the steps. 4. I shouldn't hit the button. 5. I was gonna leave before my pussy failed me. 6. My pussy failed me. I was still going to work. 8. I was gonna be late for it. 9. It wasn't the only thing that I was late for. 10. It's a boy. It's a boy. And basically, that's my story, but let him tell it. I was stuck on stupid, convinced he was the cream of the crop. I set out to ruin his life. This motherfucker thought that he was bubblegum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? 10. You asked for him and reneged. 9. 6 months old. The only time that you've seen him outside of pictures. 8. He just turned 11.
Oh.
Wow. 7. He doesn't believe that you exist. You must be in outer space. His words, not mine. 6. Hold on. It's been a while since I've done this.
It's all right, poet.
5. Must be outer space. His words, not mine. 5. I wasn't gonna lace this lead on you, but I had to get it off my chest. 4. I thought you knew best. But if you knew better, you do better.
Well,
2. You could try, but refuse. And like Ray J, if I had one, it would just be, I wish that nigga would be a father. And that's that. So he's not here, but I'm gonna do this piece for Popeye. Cause he would have wanted me to do the piece if he was here. So I'm gonna do this for him. How many Jenny, I'm sorry, Forrest Gump fans we got out here? How many of y'all don't like Jenny? You know Jenny from Forrest Gump, y'all don't like her?
I like Jenny.
You like Jenny? You like Jenny? You were the first person I've ever heard say I like her. Alright, so I wrote a poem about it. Y'all wanna hear it?
Yeah, I know.
First, I need some help. I am a sinner. Who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Please forgive me for things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. I heard somewhere it was stated that when you wake up in the middle of the night, it might not be a case of insomnia. God might be calling on you, wanting to hear from you. And after a week of me not being able to sleep, I began to think that maybe what I heard was true. Maybe God misses me. But lately, I've been praying. I grew up in church. The church is still in me. Even though I don't go on purpose, I've been praying. It was the same prayer that Jenny prayed. Once when she was a child and then again in her adult life. And what I used to laugh at as a child, now in my adult life, I find myself saying, applying it to various situations. Dear God, make me a bird. So that I can fly far, far away from here. Dear God, make me a bird. So that I can fly far, far away from here. All we really knew was that her daddy was a drunk and she was running through a cornfield. All she needed to do was pray, and my young ass laughed. She was trying to get away. It wasn't nothing funny about that, and I understand it more now that I'm grown. Well, we can admit it now. Forrest Gump wasn't your typical love story. Forrest wanted to love. Jenny only thought she knew what it was, searching for it, going through the motions with all along. It was right above her nose. Yeah. It might not have been packaged how she imagined it, and Jenny didn't want to mess it up, but she knew that she would. And if you've never seen the movie, I just spoiled it for you. He gets the girl after she exhausted all of her options.
Right.
And it got me to thinking. I was running. I've been running. A country mile trying to avoid it like the plague because it's the most exhausting thing that I've experienced in life. This thing called love. Can oftentimes be confused with lust and we end up placing it where it doesn't belong. Placing it where it doesn't belong, but stupid is as stupid does. Right. And life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And I got a box of half-eaten pieces of chocolate and run over shoes from all this running. I want love, but I don't know what I'm doing. Jenny didn't know what she was doing. Just what she got into. Right. And Forrest was always there, despite the trees, the drugs she used, the men she chose. Yeah. She saw it, and it was too late. Got me wondering if I'm too late. If I let Forrest get away. Being a bird. But then again, isn't that what I prayed for? Dear God, make me a bird. So that I can fly far, far away from here, dear God. Make me a bird. So that I can fly far, far away from here. Pray with me, folks. That's it. Woo! So, I said I was gonna retire this piece because this next piece I'm about to do. I said I was gonna retire it because, to be truthfully honest, I wrote it for somebody else. It was never really my story. I adopted it. After a while, I began to embody what this poem talked about. I had to make myself believe it. And the fact is, I don't. So, that's the space that I'm in. And so when I get ready to do this piece, I'm telling the story. I kind of relate to it now. I've been through some stuff.
Portray it well.
But life comes at you fast. It does. And so I'm growing up. And I might be willing to use my heart again. I might let somebody's son love me. I don't know. Who knows? It might happen. Who knows? But I'm gonna get out y'all here. I want to say thank you for having me. This is a great place to be in. Y'all always show love. Have always shown love, and so I appreciate y'all. I was not gonna make my return back and not come here. I'm a good girl with a lot to offer. I'm a good girl with a lot to offer. I can do just about anything above and under the sun to make my man happy. Is what I tell myself when I wake up in the morning. Trying to make myself believe it when the fact is I don't. I give, and get nothing in return but another burn added to the folds of my heart. You see, I'm smart. With a good head on my shoulders, but the only thing I'm good for is making the men in my life realize that the woman they should be with is the one before me. When really, that shit did them scandalous and that's how they found me, but now they're leaving. I find myself after you left, and a new one comes along relating the small mistakes to the big ones you've made. I'm listening to slow songs trying to bounce back into the mood of love. I'm reading romance novels hoping that one of the men will fall out of the pages and into my lap so I can breathe the relationship again. But you hurt me beyond measure, and now that I think on it, I probably should have never gave you my treasure. You've infatuated my thoughts and came around to my reason of insecurity. Yep. I'm so used to the lies, I can't tell the truth. I want to believe this one is real, but there I go again. Relating the small mistakes to the big ones that you made, and I've just become a trick in the trade. But I'm persuaded that before it's all said and done, my kids will see me happy. Right. We'll know what love is through the eyes of their mommy, because I'm a good girl with a lot to offer. I'm a good girl with a lot to offer. I can do just about anything above and under the sun to make my man happy. It's what I keep telling myself in the morning until it comes true. That's that piece. Right. I do have books. I have my first book here if you'd like to buy a copy. Yes, my baby girl will be 1 on February 5th. And yeah, I'm trying to, this is birthday behavior for her. Even though my birthday is in 6 days. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, so my birthday is on the 23rd, and so that was another reason why I had to be here, because that's next Thursday. But I had to be here this Thursday because, you know, this is the last week of my 38th year, and I'll be 39.
Hey, and so. A bottle of wine, I'll buy you one. A whole bottle.
A
whole bottle.
All right, but yeah, so I want to say thank y'all for having me. If you want to get a copy of the book, tell my son thank you. I have copies. They're $10. Would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, thank y'all for having me.
Thanks for blessing me.
Give it up for y'all.
Used to spend my nights out in the ballroom.
You better sing that.
Liquor was the only love I know. Yeah. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. And the bottom of the bottle was always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't stay. Cause there's nothing like your love that gets me high. Yeah, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. But you know, sometimes you just gotta stop and talk about the song just to you're as warm as a glass of brandy. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. And that's why I stay stoned on your love all the time. Yeah, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey, yeah. Tennessee whiskey. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey, yeah. Tennessee whiskey. Ba 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 da ba. Ba 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 da ba. Now we were so close. Our love was strong. I can't understand it. No. Where did we go wrong? I won't be asking, girl. I wanna know. I'm gonna make sure I'm right, girl. Before I let go. Ha, 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 ha. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. I just got one question for you. How low can you go? Come on, come on, come on, yeah. How low can you go? Come on, come on, come on, yeah. Drop it down low, drop it down low. Come on, come on, come on, yeah. Drop it down low, drop it down low. Come on, come on, come on, yeah. How low can you go? Can you go to the floor? How low can you go? Can you go to the floor? How low can you go? Can you go to the floor? How low can you go to the floor? Throw that ass in the circle. 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 Yeah, yeah.